Everybody is talking about AI, and so today's video is all about how to find AI stocks to buy now using data. You guys know that Map Signals is pioneering the way we look at markets, and if you follow unusual volumes, you will start to see trends. Before we get into the AI stocks, I think it's very important that we take the temperature of the market, because you may be looking at your portfolio and noticing that a lot of your stocks are not heading higher. You are not alone. The Big Money Index, which is measuring institutional trading activity, it's been in a downtrend for more than a month. That is suggesting that more stocks are getting sold than those getting bought. So a great way to see that is by looking at the daily activity. So these green bars, that's the total count of stocks that are getting accumulated. The red bars, those are the ones that are getting sold. So if you're wondering why has the market been relatively range bound since April, it's because of this tug of war that's happening under the surface. But keep in mind, this green is telling us that there are signs of life. So where have the signs of life been in 2023? Well, if you guessed technology, you'd be correct, because 25%, let me say that again, 1/4 of all of the stock buy signals in our data have been in the technology space. That is heavy overweight tech. It has been one of the biggest themes in our data all year, and we've been bullish on growth stocks, as you guys know. Now, when tech is in the leadership position, you can bet that there are going to be some outstanding stocks in that group, least of which is NVIDIA Corporation, ticker NVDA. Now, they recently just blew away guidance and everybody's all in a tizzy about AI. But here is the key. This has been one of the biggest themes in our data since December, okay? This has been one of the most bought names. And that's the whole point, is that you start to see these unusual buy signals whenever there is a narrative that's not on the lips of the media. So I want you guys to know that NVIDIA has been heavily bought since December. So this is not a new signal, okay? So how do we go about finding AI stocks like NVIDIA? Well, we take all of the buys and sells every single week, we rank the stocks, and then we have a top 20 report that showcases the top 20 stocks we think are going to be heading higher over the near term. So here's a great example of what I'm talking about. Here is our top 20. This is from March 28th. You can see that NVIDIA is here, okay? You can see that it had a score of 75.9. That's very strong. And also notice that the initial date, so the first time it got on this report, is February 28th. So since then, right, this is a March report, it's up 14%. It's up a lot more than that. But I'm going to blur out a lot of these other names. These are other semiconductors that are adjacent to the NVIDIA story. Okay, I'm blurring these out because people pay for this research. But the point I'm trying to tell you is these names that are on this report back in March, and we are at the end of May, so 2 months later, stocks were already up 25%, 20%, 32%, double digits across the board. The whole point of this top 20 report is all about having a process of finding these outlier stocks. So even though NVIDIA is on everybody's radar right now, it was on our radar many months ago. And that is how we're able to find these AI related stocks. And look, there are a handful of other ones out there. Okay, so it's not just NVIDIA that is going to win in this AI race. It's going to be some of these other names. So how can you be looking for these types of names? Well, you should be screening for other semiconductors, volumes that are exploding higher, stocks that are ramping higher. Do your own homework, and then you're going to be able to uncover some other types of names. You could also subscribe to a Map Signal subscription and see the names that we're zeroing in on for the AI race. But either way, do your own research. There's a lot of opportunity out there. And always remember, think long term. We'll see you next time.